Hello everyone and welcome back to CoinCast Daily. I'm your host, Alex. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most unpredictable markets in the world, crypto, and answering a powerful question. What can happen in just 12 hours in the crypto market? We'll break down what happened in the last several hours, key market movements, surprising data, and news events that moved prices. Then we'll look ahead. What could happen in the next 12 hours based on technical setups, trader sentiment, and global headlines? Remember, this is educational analysis, not financial advice. Let's jump in. Crypto never sleeps. Unlike traditional stock markets, crypto never closes. There's no bell at 9:30 a.m. or 4 p.m. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP all trade 24/7, 365 days a year. That means price action is continuous, and even a few hours can completely flip the market's direction. In the last few hours alone, we saw Bitcoin's price consolidate near key resistance levels around $61,000, $62,000. Ethereum tested the 2,350 range after miners sell. Pressure from whales on exchanges. Some altcoins like Chainlink, Avalanche, and Near Protocol made strong rebounds, gaining between 2–4% within just 6 hours. Meanwhile, trading volume spiked slightly on Binance and Coinbase after a quiet Asian session, showing renewed U.S. participation. This kind of non-stop movement is why traders call crypto the world's fastest changing market. What happened in the last few hours? Let's quickly review the last 6–8 hours and what really moved the markets. Bitcoin's tight range continues. After yesterday's pullback, BTC has been consolidating. No massive breakout yet, but bulls are defending key support zones near $6,500. Technical traders are watching the 12-hour chart closely. If BTC closes above 62K, a short-term reversal could start. Ethereum's network activity is rising. According to on-chain data, active addresses have increased by about 4% in the last 24 hours. That's often an early signal of stronger price movement coming. Altcoin rotation is visible. We're seeing capital flow from meme coins like Doge and Pepe into mid-cap utility projects such as Link, INJ, and ARB. That suggests traders are shifting from hype to fundamentals. Global headlines are creating background pressure. A few hours ago, reports from Asia suggested regulators in South Korea and Japan are reviewing new taxation policies for crypto gains. Slightly negative sentiment, but nothing shocking yet. Meanwhile, in Pakistan, the government is officially opening the licensing process for global crypto exchanges, a potentially big deal for South Asian markets. It signals regulatory progress which long-term could attract investment. Derivatives and liquidations. In the past 8 hours, around $28 million worth of long positions were liquidated across major exchanges, mainly Bitcoin and Solana. That's relatively small compared to major crash days. But it shows that traders remain cautious. So overall, the last several hours were calm but strategic, consolidation, accumulation, and quiet positioning ahead of possible volatility. The next 12 hours? What could happen? Now the exciting part, what might happen in the next 12 hours? Because crypto is a global 24-hour market, different time zones drive different waves of activity. Phase 1, Asian market hours. Now next 4 hours. Liquidity from Japan, South Korea, and Singapore usually dominates this period. Expect moderate volume, mostly range-bound trading. Watch for any new regulatory headlines or exchange announcements. Asia often drops early morning news that affects global sentiment. Phase 2. European market hours, 4–8 hours ahead. If BTC breaks above its short-term resistance, momentum can build here. European traders often react to macro indicators such as the euro or oil prices. If there's any inflation-related data, Bitcoin could see safe haven inflows. Expect more volatility during this window. Phase 3. U.S. market hours, 8–12 hours ahead. This is where the real action usually happens. Major volume from Coinbase, Kraken, and institutional desk centers. If U.S. equities open weak, we could see crypto weakness too. But if tech stocks rally, Bitcoin might follow. So, what are the scenarios? Scenario 1, bullish breakout. If BTC closes above $62,200, momentum could trigger a move towards $63,000, $63,500. Ethereum could retest $2,400, and altcoins might follow with 5 to 10% gains. Scenario 2. Bearish rejection. If resistance holds and volume fades, we could see another dip to $59,860,000. Liquidations could accelerate, especially for over-leveraged traders. Scenario 3. Sideways consolidation. The most likely short-term path: low volatility, low volume until a catalyst emerges, such as a Fed statement, ETF flow report, or macro data. Whatever happens, 12 hours in crypto is like a full day in traditional markets, and a single whale transaction or tweet can flip the script instantly. Caution in strategy crypto's speed can be both exciting and dangerous. So here are a few reminders. Always use stop losses and avoid high leverage in uncertain conditions. Don't chase every green candle. Big whales often fake pumps to trap retail traders. Keep a portion of your portfolio in stable assets to avoid emotional trading. And most importantly, don't trade based on fear or hype. Trade based on data and patience. Broader sentiment and data. Let's also look at what on-chain and sentiment data are showing. The Fear and Greed Index sits around 54, slightly positive, meaning investors are cautiously optimistic. Funding rates on perpetual futures are neutral. That's healthy, showing no extreme leverage on either side. Exchange inflows are decreasing slightly, suggesting traders aren't rushing to sell. Stablecoin supply on exchanges is rising again, a signal that buying power is being prepared. These subtle shifts often precede price moves. When stablecoins pile up, it means traders are waiting for entry points. So even if the market looks quiet, the undercurrent is active. Global updates and stories to watch. Let's step outside pure price talk for a moment. Pakistan's digital asset regulation. The government has invited major global exchanges like Binance and Coinbase to apply for official licenses. This could bring legitimacy and jobs to Pakistan's fintech space. Energy allocation for mining. A recent Reuters report says Pakistan allocated 2,000 megawatts to Bitcoin mining and AI data centers, an ambitious step that might make the country a regional mining hub. Institutional moves. Globally, BlackRock and Fidelity's Bitcoin ETFs have seen steady inflows again after a slow week, indicating institutional investors are quietly accumulating. Blockchain adoption news. In the US, Solana has announced several new DeFi partnerships, while Ripple is advancing talks for central bank digital currency pilots in Asia. Each of these developments may not move the chart immediately, but they shape long-term sentiment and infrastructure confidence. What traders should watch tonight? So what should you be keeping an eye on in the next 12 hours? Bitcoin's 62K level. A breakout here changes the tone for the whole market. Ethereum's $2,400 zone. That's key resistance before the next rally. Altcoin volume rotation. If we see money moving into mid-caps again, it might mean another mini-alt season is forming. Global macro headlines, especially any Fed or inflation-related updates from the US liquidation data. If open interest spikes without volume, a volatility burst could follow soon. These small signs give early clues about direction. So, to wrap up, in the last few hours, crypto showed quiet strength, consolidation, no panic, and steady accumulation. In the next 12 hours, we could see decisive moves as Asia, Europe, and the US sessions unfold. Stay alert, stay rational, and remember, in crypto, 12 hours can change everything. I'm Alex, and this was CoinCast Daily. If you found this useful, hit that like button, subscribe for more real-time market insight, and let's see where Bitcoin wakes up 12 hours from now. Thanks for watching, and as always, trade smart, not emotional.